Welcome to Nani Talks, the only anime podcast from the mandem. I'm your host, TC Division.
The Quantum One.
Slip. JR. Tunes.
Okay, so today's spotlight is the Glassworker that was released in July 2024 by Mano Animation Studios. It's a beautiful tale that's really likened to Studio Ghibli's work. I watched it the other day and I thought, yeah, it's fantastic. I'd recommend it to anyone, especially if you had a girl. You know, it's a lovely story, a romantic story too. Has anyone watched that? What do you think?
I did, man. For myself, in terms of even like when you're talking about animation, it being beautiful, the way they even introduce it, it's like you're in this glass store and they're showing you all the different glass that the boy and his father's created. And just them scenes alone, and they're showing some of the way that the glass reflects, they're all different colours, different shapes, sizes. It really speaks for the way that they've done the animation, because that alone, like, I don't know, I'll be real, in general, I don't know what's no glass blower, you know what I mean? But the way that they've actually made it, yeah, man, the way they've actually made that interesting in terms of making glass and the beauty in it, it's a good thing, man.
I think to point out, sorry.
Go on.
I think to point out the fact that all of that was hand-drawn.
Yeah.
The whole thing was hand-drawn. So that is, again, with the Studio Ghibli vibes.
From my opinion, it's very like visually beautiful.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, obviously there's not a lot of films or animes that are
and
putting that kind of production and visual beauty first in it, but that is very
and
visually
I think as
stunning
well, just
film.
in regards to anime, like a lot of people just think anime and just hear anime and think Japanese, but there's so many different countries. Like, for example, this comes out of Pakistan.
That's correct.
Yeah, Karachi as well.
Then what's the other anime we watched even though it was French? With the skull guy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right now we're spotlighting.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying that, you know,
Give an
as
example.
in like, it just shows that right now, anime can come out from any country, anywhere of the world, and it's inspired. It's
The one that Vince Staples.
Yeah. That's it,
Yeah.
It's coming out very
And to me, that
Corner of the
qualified
world,
as
yeah.
anime.
100%.
I know it wasn't made in Japan, but it qualified as
100%,
anime.
but it's inspired. That's what it is.
Yeah, man, for sure.
That the same one that come out of Peru, innit? That was very visually beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that are coming from different countries, like you say, and they're actually putting the work, the quality of the work first. And I think this is the same with this film.
I think that so obviously the creator's called Usman Riaz, and I think he's done a brilliant job. Like, as much as it looks like a Studio Ghibli project, I feel like that he managed to put his own stamp on it and to show, because Studio Ghibli's not only Studio Ghibli based on the art form, it's Studio Ghibli based on the characters. All the characters within Studio Ghibli, like, they've got a quirk, like they're in some way, shape, or form distorted, disformed, disfigured in some way. Like, it might not be in the beginning, it gradually, like, Studio Ghibli films normally distort as time goes
weird,
on. It gets weirder and weirder as time
There's
goes
a
on.
mysteriousness about Studio Ghibli.
So that side of it, there was none of that in it. It was just purely the art form and the art style of it that he obviously resembled. But the story was brilliant. Like, it was captivating. Yeah. And talking about subbed or dubbed, I watched it in Urdu.
Same.
And
it's lovely.
Man,
it was great.
Beautiful language, man.
It's a really nice
Very
language.
Nice.
Like, I was pleasantly surprised by how nice of a good watch that was. It was really, really. It's just quite smooth, eloquent language.
It is.
Which I've never actually realized until listening to that. Do you know what I mean?
It actually sounded. It was easier to get used to than it was when I was getting used to the Mandarin.
100% correct. 100%.
On certain animes like Super Cube and All Divine Well.
Yeah.
Like, once you get used to it, but
I mean, you can listen to it on its own, and you can pick up where bits are getting emotive. You know, you can understand what's happening just by listening.
The cadence in the song.
So,
the emotion's easier to hear.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful language. So I really, really like that about it. And that was like, I picked that up and I was wowed by that within like the first 5 minutes of it, because I was I was like, how's this gonna translate for me, somebody who, one, I'm not exposed to the language as much as I maybe should be or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? So that side of the culture for me, just not something I know too much about. So it was nice to really, really get exposed to that and to just realize that there is something we're missing by not being exposed to these different countries and what they have to bring to the table in the form of anime. Do you know what I mean?
Even just going for that, it's like because we watched it now, it's like anything else that they release now, anything you're going to go and watch. Whereas first you might have been that second guess that you said in Urdu, it's like, why am I going to watch an anime?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm also, in terms of that as well, I'm interested for the next watch. Like, is it that they're going to be keeping that Studio Ghibli vibe, or was that their was that their presentation to show, like, listen,
what they're capable of?
Because again, to hand draw it, and that's a staple piece. Like that is were they simply paying homage, which I can heavily respect.
Yeah.
Because again, to do it hand drawn, that's all Studio Ghibli's vibe, right? So we're talking about somebody, and is there any negative in that, like what he's done? Is it that, because again, I think for Studio Ghibli, they might be sitting there thinking to them, how dare you come and do that? Sorry, let me just land here, or is it that Studio Ghibli are sitting back thinking, wow, look at how we're inspiring?
Again, I think that's going to come from...
a bit of both, I guess.
Yeah. It all depends on how you decide to receive the project.
I think because the fact that it's hand-drawn, I think they'll appreciate that they've inspired someone to put it, because obviously it's not easy to do what they do. So the fact that someone hand-drawn every panel and done what they've done without using AI, as we've spoken about, they've probably got their props.
Do we know how many years it took for them to create that?
I don't know how many years. I'm trying.
It's not a carbon copy of Studio Ghibli.
No, it's not a carbon copy. You can see it's very different.
Yeah, if you didn't tell me that was what it was, I would say, yeah, that's not a Ghibli movie.
No, of course,
we know what Ghibli is. I think Ghibli themselves would recognise that and just say, yeah, this was well done.
Paving the way, like next generation, basically.
Yeah, like that's it. Like, and I hope that is how they're looking at it. Like, it's a next generation thing, because I think that it's a situation where at some point anime would have been a select few that would have created that kind of art style, right? Mm-hmm. And at some point now everybody's adopting it, and that's what everybody does, whether or not you can be from the UK and want to create something anime in the same style. But obviously I know that it might not be seen within Japan as it's anime because it's not made by a Japanese person, but essentially we can be inspired by that and create our own situation. Obviously, Studio Ghibli's just created their own, like, it's a bit different on the basis that you don't say, have you seen the latest anime? You say, have you seen the latest Studio Ghibli? So it's like Studio Ghibli within itself is a genre. Like, they've created a genre of like a subcategory within anime called Studio Ghibli, where you don't just name that anime now. You say, have you seen the latest
studio?
Ghibli?
Which they're the kind of only studio that's kind of got that, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
How long, having a guess, from seeing the movie, how long do you think it took? Just an estimate.
3 years.
Well, do you know the correct answer?
I know the correct answer.
3 years.
5.
I think it took 1 year.
It took 10 years.
It took 10? I knew from the look it was a double digit.
It's a very visually beautiful film, so I can say that.
Do you know what though? Yeah, like I have even more respect for it. Wow. I have even more respect for it because that is
10 years of work.
That is like what? How did they fund that? Like 10 years of funding.
That's passion to sticking it for that long.
Putting in my own pockets.
And what's the cost? How much did it cost?
I didn't see the cost.
How much did it cost? That's an interesting thing because this is like, that's amazing because now I've got even more respect for it because not only that, like again, that's not a cash grab.
That's
not a cash grab.
That's pure passion.
That's a graft.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like they literally, they could have chose to do that in a year.
Yeah.
They could have chose to do that in a year and it could have been delivered pretty similar, but they chose to keep it authentic.
They put the craft first, didn't it?
100%. I really, obviously, it's a bit of a strange one because I'm like, 10 years of graft, and I just got to view that on Dailymotion for free. Like, it's not had a big cinema release.
Should even be on YouTube, it should be.
Well, if it's on YouTube.
It should be on YouTube, I'm saying it should be on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know. I think there was only trailers on YouTube. I think
there's only trailers.
We did go look, and it seemed that the only place that we, as people in UK, could view it, because we looked for streaming platforms.
Is it on Streamio?
No, it was literally Dailymotion.
No.
I believe it. Reason why I believe it would be on Streamio is because when I was at work, again, my workplace, not my own, there was illegal sites.
Okay, cool.
You man use them.
Yeah.
What's that?
He's talking about illegal sites. We don't promote that stuff. Right. So cost-wise, right?
Yeah.
Cost-wise, initially it raised $116,000 on Kickstarter.
Okay.
Right.
But
so that was their
altogether, it cost $500,000.
Bomba.
No.
Did it say like the profits?
No, I don't say the profits and stuff.
No.
500 bags. So what?
There's something wrong.
So they got
There's something wrong.
They got 150K
There's something
funding.
wrong. Hold on a minute.
No, 115.
Hold on a minute.
Nah, dude,
Hold on a minute.
Never 150.
There's no way. There's no way. How much money?
400 racks.
Wait.
Well,
Let me ask
Listen,
you.
385.
You need to remember, this is in dollars. If you convert that to their currency, it probably comes out.
No. I'm aware of that. But what I'm saying is, them man managed to do that over 10 years with $500,000, and what these anime guys that are out here producing stuff with millions. What are you doing?
Yeah.
This is different currency. It's like
what are you doing?
Craft.
And
but it's different.
got a studio
Different currency, no?
No, it's a different currency.
It's cheap, way cheaper to do it.
No. But what I'm saying to you is
100%.
there's the end cost of 500 grand or 500,000. Yeah, they got 115,000 for their start. Where did the extra 385,000 come from? That's it, because the money they got for funding was 115. The end result was 500.
No, but that would have been from
Other people would have joined in. And
So you mean the initial?
Yeah, the initial from
the
Kickstarter. That's the initial. The 100.
because
phase, basically.
the Kickstarter would have then given them proof of work, like to say that, because what happens with a Kickstarter, and this is obviously for the audience at home, for an anime project, you starting up a Kickstarter, what that will then do is that will show your investors that, what was it, how much, 100 and what?
116.
Proof of funds.
116. No, not just that, 116,000, to raise that 116,000, how many people invested? That would have been X amount of thousand people, let's say, per se, that would have invested in that. That's now a bunch of people that are invested in that project come into fruition, Now what we're talking about is a VC or a private investor, angel investor can come and turn around and be like, okay, cool, you've got a community.
Oh, seen.
You've got a community here. We can put money behind you because people want to see this. Like, you've managed to raise this. You're not coming with your hands open bare saying, please, sir, give me some more. You're saying, we've started this. This is what we've done by ourselves. People are loving this. There's something here. So
was that film, was it promoted heavily in Pakistan? Like, was it cinema? Like,
it would have been cinema. But we're talking like, it was like, what's that film festival? It would have been like is it not? Cannes or something. Yeah, like it would have been one of them film
like a
festivals.
special feature kind of film.
And
it would have been viewed there. That's the only kind of cinema thing that I've personally heard about. Whether or not it was, I'm sure they would have had a release in Pakistan or whatever, like, do you know what I mean? But I think they need to get that somewhere out here.
Yeah.
Like that could easily, that could do numbers in the cinema over here.
Yeah, definitely, especially if you put in the right communities.
Right, and I did for a second flip over to the English dub, and the English dub was calm. The English dub was absolutely calm. The English dub was actually all right. Do you know what I mean? But when I flipped over, and because originally I found it in English, and I was like, okay, cool, let me read it. And then I thought, I had done a quick search, found that it was meant to be in Urdu, and I was like, I want to hear what it sounds like in the original language because it's always better, right? So gone over to that, and I was like, no, I'm sticking. I'm right here. This is me. This is me.
man.
Well, they're a
Wicked.
talented team. Usman himself is ultra talented. He's a director. He's a composer of the music in the film.
Wow.
And that
He's
the
co-written
music.
Cool music. As
That's
well.
what we haven't touched.
The music
This
fits
is why
cover.
the music
was fantastic.
10 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was fantastic.
This is
Fair
why
play
it
to
took
that
10
man.
years. He's
Yeah.
doing
He's done it
multiple
all.
jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really moving like Miyazaki, fam.
Just what I mean.
So a next question that I do have is how many people were part of the project?
As in staff-wise.
Staff-wise, yeah. How many people did it take to complete the project?
Oh, it
Because
sounds like
if
a
we're-
one-man army.
It does say his
That's what-
team.
Huh?
It does say his team.
There's a team. I just got a team of young animators. 50% of them are women. Average age was 27.
Wow.
That's all
Man,
I've
yeah,
got
wrong.
from them.
I wonder how many.
The man had a haram.
Sick guy. Harem.
Haram,
That's haram.
haram. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Well, listen, he's done his thing, man. Like
Forgive him.
producer, composer.
Hey, fellas over there, you don't
director.
start, yeah?
It wasn't that.
That's not
A wife for that. Are you calling? What? What's man doing?
Yo.
Relax.
Oh man, no. To this guy, Usman. Fair play, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He done it all. Like, not everything, but I mean,
Yeah.
to have your name under all them titles and produce such a quality piece of work.
So I look forward to
Fair
his
play,
next work.
Yeah,
definitely.
From Mano
I wanna know
Animation
what's
Studios.
next. Yeah,
I
man.
definitely want to know what's next.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Now, well done, guys.